It would be a hypothetical question, but if I was asked if I could only visit one reserve, which one would it be? I think I'd have to say RSPB Frampton Marsh, here in Lincolnshire, and that's where we are today. The weather is bright, crisp and cold, and a welcome change from all the recent rain. We enter the reserve, passing sunflowers which have now gone to seed and are providing a welcome food source for various seed-eating birds. Suddenly, the air is filled with a cacophony of sound as hundreds of grey-lag geese fly in to land on the waters and islands of the reserve. As we head further into the reserve, we spot 3 avocet, now surrounded by hundreds of grey-lag geese. We reach our first port of call, the reed bed hide, where we plan to spend around half an hour or so. Looking out from the reed bed hide, we notice this red shank with a badly deformed leg. There's mostly grey legs out there at the moment, but a closer look reveals that there are other species to be seen. Looking out on the water, we see a small group of pochard. And in the uppermost branch of a dead tree, this male kestrel scans below for potential prey, a mouse, a vole, a shrew, or maybe a small bird. We watch this pair of brent geese swim by and then notice that the male kestrel has caught its breakfast. It's a small rodent of some kind, and we watch as it devours its meal. Suddenly a small shape pops up in front of the island. It's a little grebe, now in winter plumage. We decide it's time to move on, and we head towards the 360-degree hide, where we plan to spend the rest of the morning. From the hide, we see that it's ideal feeding habitat, with plenty of exposed mud for waders and wildfowl, but surprisingly there's not that many to be seen at the moment. But looking out, we see Canada geese, and they are distant, but I think there's juvenile ring plover and little ring plover out there. There are a few waders out there feeding at the water's edge. These are dunlin, and the one in the middle there could be a sandlin, but they're a long way off. And there's also a few lapwing and black-tailed godwit. We watch cattle graze on the marsh, and I think I can hear in the distance golden plover, and then suddenly hundreds rise into the air and then descend once again to feed in the fields. We watch distant skylark rising up from the ground to hover on the cool autumn breeze, and they're singing. Their song can be heard throughout the year, although less frequently between mid-November and late January. Our attention moves to this large bird of prey. It's a marsh harrier, and it's been ringed and tagged. The green tags can clearly be seen on its wings. The female has a cream-coloured cap, but this one's cap looks quite orange, so I think it may well be a youngster. Sudden movement in front of the hide reveals this beautiful brown hare with its stunning clear brown eyes. I always think it's special to get a really good view of these wonderful creatures, as they're normally very timid and shy. It forages among the reeds before emerging into full view, bathed in the autumn sunshine. Quite a large flock of ducks fly in. They're teal, the males with their beautiful chestnut and green heads and green wing flashes. And then a large flock of brent geese fly in. From October through to April, Frampton Marsh is an excellent place to see these birds. Looking towards the far bank, we see a small flock of birds. These are goldfinch, and yet more singing skylark. All morning we've heard curlew, and there at last one reveals itself. And with that, another excellent visit to Frampton Marsh comes to an end. I'll see you next time.